music go.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, the opener of the 2016 NFL season between the Cleveland Browns and the Philadelphia Eagles. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by the 5-year NFL vet, Robert Griffin III. Charles, sort of hoping to get a new lease on his NFL life as a Brown.
Without a doubt, and the reason he's looking for that is how everything kind of came to a halt in Washington after a tremendous, I would dare say, spectacular rookie season. But you remember the knee injury at the end of the season, then he played in the playoffs. The next year, he was a different
wasn't the same.
Wasn't the same guy. Didn't want to run the football anymore, even though his legs are a big part of his game. And that just changed a lot of things for Robert. Had to get back to just being a quarterback and not worried about being more than that.
Now the third-year man from Alabama State, Isaiah Crowell. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
And the good thing about the top-notch safeties, they can play from deep coverage or they can play close to the line of scrimmage, and the end result is often the same, a big-time play for their defensive team. And that's exactly what we just saw.
On 3rd down, Griffin. Now here's the first NFL catch for Corey Coleman. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So opening drive 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards. It's a nice catch there by Gary Barnidge, and there's no getting around it. The emergence of him has been nothing short of stunning, hasn't it?
Yeah, first 6 years, total 44 catches. Then at age 30 last year, he goes for 79.
Who says you don't get better with age?
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They keep it with Crowell on first. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On 2nd down, Griffin. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. To throw is RG3. He's going to air one out. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They'll go with a big bang, Crowell. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. Shotgun now for Wentz. And his first look is incomplete. He was looking there for Reuben Randall. And it's 2nd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Now the Eagles lead back. This is Ryan Matthews. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, the Eagles will call on the left foot of Donnie Jones to punt it away. Look at the spin.
Balance.
It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. And Barnage has it on the right side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And the defense now for the Eagles.
Connor Barwin is one of the most versatile outside linebackers in the league. Started his collegiate career as a tight end and basketball player. You see that athletic ability on display each and every week.
And Griffin gives to Crowell. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Looking deep downfield. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nolan Carroll. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
What part do they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And there's your standard issue draw play. I like it a lot better when it's actually been set up.
On second down, here's Griffin. That's complete right around the 8. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about it. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. 3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Well, let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Crowell. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and the Eagles' defense able to hold. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
For a guy who went to college as a quarterback, Ryan Matthews has turned into quite the power runner. If he can only stay healthy, but his numbers would be huge, I think.
His numbers so far, 2 times over 1,000 yards with the Chargers, 5 years there now in his 2nd year with the Eagles. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Now they'll throw it. Wentz looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tramon Williams. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. It's his first career game, and now he has thrown his first career interception.
So let's face it, that's very simply his welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it?
Get it out of the way, right?
Get it out of the way, and he hopes it'll be the last for this game and not too many in his career.
And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there at 22. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Now that's the kind of run that fires up an entire team. Tackled at the 2-yard line. For the defensive guys, a little bit of a sigh of relief, though, that they stopped him short of the goal line. Now they got to figure out how to shore up the rest of the defense. I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Coleman with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Corey Coleman was so explosive at Baylor, and that's a football he's going to want to keep, my friend.
Without a doubt, that's the first of what I believe is going to be many touchdowns here in the NFL. And One of the big reasons, I remember him coming out of school, his ball skills downfield. He has an ability to contort his body, go up and get the football no matter where it's thrown, and turn it into an even bigger play. We'll see plenty of that throughout his career.
Last year, 20 TDs as a junior as a Baylor Bear, his first one in the NFL that time. And out now come the Eagles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Back to the air on second down. Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And he connects with Ertz. A gain of 11 and a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now Wentz looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Wentz going to throw. He was trying to get that one to Darren Sproles, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now Wentz. The offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the defense flinches, contact made, and the 5-yard penalty ensues.
Encroachment, defense. Still first down.
Single, slug. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Now let's go. 3-19.
Again, it's Wentz. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
All right, now, lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw, it's Wentz. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now it's Griffin. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offense...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit on the field. And they say officially it's a 68-yard attempt. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Offside. Defense. Still second down.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. So we were... Jeez, they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, third quarter, let's get to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback, so a first chance here in week 1 to see the ball be brought out with the new rule to the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within strike? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Desmond Bryant in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On second down, Ryan Matthews. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
Some pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he'll take it just outside the 40. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and possession will switch hands, first and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
But we just saw them run the football really effectively there with 3 tight ends in the game. And any defensive coordinator, when they see that set, if they can get more bodies out onto the field, not more than 11, of course, but bigger bodies to combat what they're going to do, because that's a run-heavy formation. Those guys are out there to block 9 times out of 10, and in this case, they did it really successfully.
On second down, Griffin. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Even though he's a 4th rounder, I think he might have a chance to play and prove that, hey, I could have been taken higher in that draft.
And we've seen so many times now, guys who go lower in the draft, undrafted free agents that become big-time players, Pro Bowl players. So you never know. 4th-round pick has a chance to be a really good player.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. 4th down. Here's RG3. And this is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They come up in an offset eye. Once again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Matthews unable to hang on. 3rd down here.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Donnie Jones now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. Fielded just inside the 20. Oh, what a move. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. We put our attention now on the Eagles defense. And an important stop in a tight game their last time.
Always important to stop them. We know that. But as you noted, in a tight game, so much more critical to get it done, and that's exactly what they did.
And they'll be trying to do that once more here. We'll see who wins the battle. It's a pickup of 14 there, and that'll be good for a Cleveland first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll come up now in the Wildcat package.
Come on, let's go!
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the veteran Leotis McKelvin. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
On second down, here's Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down.
Green, 39.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's 2nd and 10. Wentz will try again on second down. That ball's caught. It sets up a third down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen, but everyone's talking, communicating.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The best name in the NFL, Barkevious Mingo. In there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Josh Huff, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right.
Hurry up, here we go.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz surveying the field. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Darren Sproles, 31 yards. And the Eagles, if they hit the PAT, they will be in the lead. And for quarterback Carson Wentz, touchdown pass number 1 of his career.
And he is so used to rising up on charts, moving up in people's minds. I first heard about him when he was a junior at North Dakota State. But I didn't get serious about scouting him until his senior year. And all I kept seeing was improvement throughout. He's got the frame, he's got the arm, he's got the athletic ability, and he has the moxie. Yeah, I'm with you. The first of many.
We focus our attention now on the Eagles' defense. And the interception the last time, their 3rd takeaway of the game, Charles.
They're just flocking to the football so well. And not only are they doing that, they're making big-time plays and taking it away from them. Big hits, big plays. They're looking very good in this ballgame.
You said flocking, flying to the football. Coaches always use that, don't they?
They really do. It's almost it goes back to the old, when they click off the frame at the end of a play, they want to see all 11 defensive guys in that picture.
Now Griffin upfield and unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
Holding offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. On 2nd down, here's Griffin. He's going to take another shot here. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
To throw is RG3, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Griffin on 4th down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Nolan Carroll. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
And this is going to be caught along the sideline. Nicely done, but right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those games, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays. One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense, they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 34. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And he'll take this up past the 20. Down at the 22-yard line. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Nolan.